I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's pray together. Father, we're so thankful for today and for all the things that you've given us. We're thankful for the opportunity that we can call you Father and know that you look down on us as children. We pray that you would bless our efforts this evening as we, as a council, make decisions for the city, and as these good citizens that are here come to speak to us on other issues. We just pray that you would help us to make decisions that will help us to grow and prosper, and that we will always consider you first in all the things that we do. Forgive us if we fall short, Father, and help us always to walk in the light. In Jesus' name, amen.
Except you have in your packet the minutes from the past three meetings, June 16th, June 3rd, and July 7th. Motion approved.
Motion.
Motion second. Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Committee reports. Public safety, anyone here? Marty?
I really don't have anything we reported on the last meeting. I mean, there'll be some things that I think Chief Dennis will bring up later.
We have a couple of things. Tonight we are going to organize our St. Francis Street Committee, and to chair that committee is going to be Kenny and Noble are going to be responsible for that, and they're co-chairing it. And looking forward to getting some of the details of that worked out. They've got a lot of work ahead of them, and they know it. We also have some bids in. Do we want to go ahead and go with those? Oh, okay. After we approve the capital budget, then we've got some bids we need to approve.
What we're looking at, finance? All right, so I have, now is the time to bring it up.
But you may want to wait until old business for the capital improvements.
Budget, okay, I'll do that. Okay, and we got the old town down there later too, so I'll wait. I don't really have anything else. You know, we have approved the operating budget, but we haven't yet to approve the capital approval budget.
Chamber?
Last meeting I was prepared to talk about a grant that I applied for, but we have quorum, so I want to save it for this time. First, I want to mention, give a nod to Show Me Missouri magazine. They had Kennett a free advertisement in their latest issue, so it's a pretty big ad. It shows our local talents from the Kennett Crossroads concert. It says there's something in the water, which I think that's definitely agreed upon amongst everyone here. So I thought that was a nice nod that they deserve for Show Me Missouri magazine. Next about the grant, to position Missouri to be more competitive in the travel and tourism market, the state has developed the Promote Missouri Fund program. I'm happy to let you know that Kennett has been chosen to be included in the program this year, and we've been awarded a $2,500 matching grant for website and mobile app development. The proposed website is for a website titled Visit Kennett, and it will outline all of the tourism-related activities and venues that we have available in the city. Tonight, I'm asking the council to allocate $2,500 from the Tourism and Marketing Fund so that we can match the grant and participate in the program. This is the same 50-50 matching grant that we used in 2003 when we used it to design the Kennett logo and the Fascinating Facts postcard program that we still use today. You may have the question, why do we need another website when we already have the City of Kennett website, which is new and improved, and we also have the Chamber of Commerce website? The answer to that is that this will cater to a completely different market of people. The Chamber of Commerce website is mainly focused on economic development. Mr. Jim Grieving and I website. We update that together. It also is a place where you can find current events and suggested retailers and service people. The city website is geared for people who already live here, so it has information on you and how to contact you and the city departments. A Visit Kennett website will cater to people who are interested in visiting here, such as the bicycle group that just came through. They can use that for setting up their route, or I just talked to today a group of traveling antique cars, and they were looking to stay here for a night. So they would be able to benefit from that website to find a place to stay that suited them, find a place to eat, and find some entertainment. Many of our neighboring cities, such as Cape Girardeau and Saxton, are already using websites like this. This will also provide an additional tool to promote existing activities in town, like the JV Barbecue Cook-Off, the Delta Fair, Fall and Arts Festival, and even the high school musicals. The proposed website will feature local parks, rental facilities, sporting complexes, and areas that might be of interest to traveling programs. A visitor site can also impress potential businesses as they look to come to town, because they'll see that we're serious about attracting visitors who want to spend their money here. After the site is launched, I would like to use the design scheme to start printing Kennett flyers and programs to be distributed to visitor centers throughout the state, because right now we don't have literature out there. If we choose to participate in this round of the program, it can lead to future funding to our town by the Missouri Division of Tourism. They offer to help with collective marketing efforts like print and radio advertising, or we can potentially get advertisements like this one, also in Show Me Missouri magazine, in state cooperating efforts. Like I mentioned before, Cape Girardeau has one, Saxon has one. If you get magazine subscriptions at home, like I get several different for all the different people in my house, the state of Missouri has really took a lot of interest in marketing. So they collaborate together and help different towns get deals on these advertisements in popular magazines. And Kennett could have some of these ads if we decide to start participating in these grants. The Chamber of Commerce will manage the website just like we do KennettMall.com, and it'll help us be a greater service to you in the city. If you approve the $2,500 allocation tonight, I will start billing the website immediately. We will handle the billing just like we have with tourism events. The chamber will pay the bills and then issue statements to the city clerk for reimbursement. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Your board is recommending this.
Yes, sir.
So moved.
Have you already applied for the grant?
Yes, I've applied and approved. They're just waiting for
So if we all have money, it's a done
right.
deal.
And we can go ahead and proceed now.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to provide the matching funds for this grant, $2,500. Any further discussion?
Great use of the transportation, of that tax.
I'm sorry.
I think it's a great use of that tax.
And was you gonna do the website, or you gonna send it up, or is that what this money is for?
Through it, I had to get bids from local vendors. They approved CDG out of Malden, who is a member of the Kennett Chamber, and they built KennettMo.com. So I'm confident they can help us build it, and they'll help us build the interface, and then I'll manage it daily like I do KennettMo.com.
Adam, thought expressed to me today about Kennett being the gateway to Branson. Do we present that in any way? If you stop and think about it, they gotta cross that bridge, and they're gonna come here and they'll go one of these routes over, hit 63 and go up, or they go to Pop Bluff, hit 60 and go across. Something you might put in your, consider for your tourism advertising.
We're definitely noted as an entertainment hotspot by all the local talents that we have here. So it wouldn't be too far to stretch, I don't think.
It's called the gateway to Branson. I mean, they go to Memphis if they want to go up that way, but it's a little out of the way. 412, good track.
It's a report. Give us something else. Any other questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
All right, thank you all. I will get started immediately.
Do you know how much money is in the tourism fund? We do have enough money.
Yes.
And then there's some
35,000.
Well,
Yeah, I started saying. 35,000.
That's 35 is what I was gonna say. 35,000. In the tourism?
That's what it says.
This is Actually, it's showing 40,000. This is as of the end of June.
What's this one?
Yeah.
July the
It's
6th.
in your,
Bank balance. I'm looking at the bank balance too.
oh, okay, and then there's a bank balance sheet that's in your packet too. It is, as of today. I'm sorry, no,
No.
as of 7/6.
July the 6th.
So 39,000. Right, no.
35.
Well, I can't find it.
39,725.
30, well, no, July the 6th,
Oh.
so 35,000.
Do you have allocated anything else?
Just the monthly,
You don't have anything else against that, do you, Melissa?
No.
Okay, thanks.
On
Well, the money-
we've fallen to our deductible in September, and we haven't issued any claims for it yet.
We have approved that though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we've
But
approved
between now and then, we should
it. We should gain
increase our
that.
balance. Yeah.
Right.
5,000 for the following parts.
All right, moving right along, I'm taking the rest of my bill, Mr. Collins.
John's
Part of the business to come in the new business with bids and stuff. Give a little bit of explanation at this point. The hiking and biking trail is moving, if any of you have been up that way. We've done quite a bit of cleaning up with the tree roll. Shredded quite a bit of that down with an excavator. And as of Friday, we hauled either 53 or 58 dump truck loads of shredded trees out of there. More yesterday and today, so we still have a long ways to go, clean it up, and make it better. We're working on the parking lot up on the north bypass, we're trying to get that set in there first. And we'll be working down the trail. Contractor on that has a huge job at the top of the school, they're building a new school up there for the high school. They're pushing in pretty hard to get that done before school starts. But they're gonna be in and out of town working around that project. We're doing a couple of streets now. Talked last meeting, approved the bids tonight for concrete work. And they know that they've got school opening here and deadlines to meet on that. They're pushing hard and Kate to get a couple of things done, and then they're gonna bring their whole crew down here to get that hard much out of the way before they come for school. We're moving forward, even though you're not seeing anything right now.
Well, you see, like, what is it, Willoughby, which is recently covered.
Yeah,
Some of those others, looks good.
we've got
compared to gravel.
Astrakan, Paris, and Bradley. Willoughby's still to come, Orange, Central.
That's Harris Street price.
We need some of the next ones we're gonna get.
I mean, it shows and the people comment about it.
But, we haven't seen, if you remember, weather like this in July. The first 8 days it rained between here and Dexter in July. And, really messes with construction people. More rain up that way the last 2 days. So it made it a little more challenging to try to get things scheduled. Hopefully you'll see a lot of activity soon.
We'll proceed on to old business, we'll jump up to dog drill.
Right, well, I've been in contact with Bill Hines and whatever, and we just failed to get together yesterday or today. I've been working, trying to get sold grass seed at the airport. Bill was changing our parking area. Finally, he's gotten that all put to grade and planed off and whatever, and so today I spent the day showing removing grass seed out there. I hope we get a hard pounding rain tonight and drive that seed in the ground. Otherwise, I'll go back tomorrow and kind of roll it down there. But the dog pound is, we're ready to go. I just need to get Bill lined up for you for the time.
back up a step, that was Chief Dennison. Would you like to speak, would you like to speak to public safety?
Don't have anything until later, sir.
Public safety. See you later.
All right, we're back to budget, capital improvement. You should have in your folder a page that's headed capital improvement. And we've met and we've gone over this in quite a bit of detail, whatever. And there may be a slight change in some of those, up a penny or down a penny or $1 or $2 from what we actually set to print at the time. But by and large, they all come within the total budget number that we approved. Police department, you can see the total is $278,508. That does, in the radio program, that does include fire department radios also. We just combine that so you get a better buy on the radios. The vehicle replacements, and so on. Street department, 203,000, and of course they're lined up with several pieces of equipment, trucks, so on. So, and a new remodel or build an office building. Fire department total, we're going to put up a storage building. I believe that's going to be behind number 1, is it not? Yeah. And that vacant property there, personal protective equipment, of course, hose and all replacement every year, and then architectural services to try to get a design going for the replacement of number 2 fire station. The total amount, I never got my head machine.
I've got 637,000.
637 there. I guess that's what.
That'll leave us a little bit of cushion as well.
Yeah. Anyway, I move we approve the budget for capital improvements.
Second.
Second.
Is this insurance, is that what it is, on the
Police department.
Police department.
INS, is that, what is that? That's the insurance on the tasers. Can that come out of the capital improvement?
Yeah.
It's
Part of the maintenance stuff.
they'll get new ones at the end of, on the 6th year, isn't it, Johnny?
On the 6th year, you get all brand new equipment. It just starts all over. The initial payment, you're paying for everything, and the 59 or whatever it comes out to be, that's insurance on the cameras, and it's on for the tasers itself. If anything happens, it's replaced free of charge, and that'll be your only payments for the next 5 years. And then you get on the 6th year, the first day, you get all brand new equipment.
Any further questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And again, I want to thank everybody for their diligent work on the budget this year, both the operating budget and this capital improvement.
Report from Becky.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Okay, have a report here. I can go through this and be real specific, but I figure I'll let y'all read. I like to answer questions because most of the time that's the best way to do it. The service, I'm going to speak briefly on these things. Adult society. You'll look through here and there's a few maps on the adult society. We have some new computer systems and we had a few little bugs that we had to work out, so we lost a few maps. We do still have the information though, is in here for the adult side, okay? The service request, it doesn't show, if you look, you know, it's from June 30th, June 21st is the report. But it doesn't show very many service request calls, but we've actually had several. So that's a little incorrect up to this point. We had especially one wedding that the folks were very happy. They had some friends that are actually having another wedding coming up. They called, and so we're taking care of anything and everything on the service request part.
And thank you all very much because you do respond quickly to the requests we get in the office.
We do respond very quickly, and we try to also touch base with them afterwards. You know, have them call. Before I go any further, I want to introduce you folks to a guest that I brought in. This is Melissa Gray. She's one of the people that takes a load off of me on the paperwork end of things. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to try to incorporate her into this thing a little bit deeper. So, that's why. So, anyway, okay, and if you want to, you can go, y'all flip over. I want to just give you a little bit of information real quick. I won't make it lengthy. The larvicide applications, you'll see this graph, just shortly after this graph, you'll look at this, the larvicide information here, and kind of look through that, and you can see that's the first thing we want to do is surveillance, then larviciding, you know, and adulticiding is the last thing, of course. This is an ag stuff that we spray on water pools and stuff, and it disperses out. Just a few droplets that cover a large area, and where they can't fly out, they'll drown. And then if you flip on over, you got the BTI, which is a granular larvicide. Actually, I mean a liquid larvicide. You have this Aquabac 200G up here, which is a granular larvicide. Y'all see that? It's the next page, basically. Just kind of giving y'all a little bit of information on the larviciding that's taking place. And it's, you know, it'll give you information whether it's a ditch or a dock. Okay. And then goes from that, if you look, you got New Jersey light traps we've got sitting in town. That gives us our information on the pesky mosquito that may come off of rice or wherever, the anopheles and a few other different species. But talking about the traps, we have started setting the gravid traps, which catches the Culex type mosquito that carries West Nile, okay? And this new chikungunya stuff, which we don't have that problem right here right now. The West Nile, already I actually manage a county in Mississippi also. We have a positive pool there now, we got last week. So we're trying to, you know, and we're going to continue, we're testing here now. So we have 3 pools that we've tested. You have to have a certain number of these Culex mosquitoes to be able to test them, okay? We have that on site on the old air base there in Blythe, and we do it there. Sabrina takes care of that, she's a biologist. No positive pools so forth. So we'll stay on top of that. If we do find a positive pool, you know, we definitely want to try to find that and eradicate it. It's pretty much impossible to eradicate a mosquito, but on the Culex end of it, you can get closer to doing it. So, you know, we'll try to keep anybody from getting sick. But this West Nile, I don't know if any of y'all know what it consists of. It consists of you'll have fevers, joint aches, you'll feel like you got flu. It's stuff that can last for 2 to 3 weeks. It affects young children, older folks, a lot worse. It can be fatal. Not usually, but it can be to older people and younger people. So just give you a little information there. The airplane, I tried to fly the airplane for the 4th of July, and I apologize, we tried, the weather just didn't cooperate. Shortly after we did fly, we got a very good keel when we did fly the airplane. Okay, we very well may be bringing the airplane back in shortly to fly again. Our numbers are trying to come up right now, so we may have to bring it back in to knock them back, okay? So that may take place shortly here, and I'll keep y'all informed of that, okay? Let's see, the ditch line from northeast to the southwest part of town, we've been larviciding that regular. It was larvicided yesterday. But we also, like I said, if you look through this larvicide, I'd like it if y'all would look through the information to see some of the areas we've found that, you know, we have to address on these larvicide areas. And maybe y'all might see something that y'all think that we're missing, and you might bring it to our attention, okay? That'd be great. Let's see. Well, during the 4th, we did hand out some, brought over some towelettes that were deep and stuff. Those things are amazing. I actually used some myself. I was set up in Blythe at the fireworks show there and used them on myself, and I was pretty impressed. They worked very well, and we passed them out there, and each one of our contracts, when we passed them out, like I was talking to Councilman Wheeler, you know, next year I'm hoping we can set up maybe a tent here or something for any of those type activities and hand those out like that. They're a lot nicer than taking a can of spray. I mean, we're going to spray, we're going to do things prior to any of these events with our other stuff, but having this on site these towelettes work out nicely. People love to use them instead of spraying, cans of spray around and people getting it in their eyes or whatever, okay? So I want to boost that up in the future. Let's see.
That was very much appreciated at the fireworks
Was it?
administration, yes.
Good, good. We'll kind of work on that, and make it better and better, Pretty much. Is there any questions or anything at all?
Positive comments so far.
Very good. Now, I told y'all, I'm a very honest person, and I told y'all from the get-go, I can't promise you I'll get rid of all of them, but we can reduce them, make a better way of living for the people.
Yep.
There's always variables involved, and there's gonna be super battles at times. The counts are coming up right now, so we're gonna have to work at it. So that's what we'll continue to do.
Good.
I had one person want his $2 back, and he was in Mr. Palmer's ward, so I'll let him worry about it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that might have
A lot of
been when we
times-
should have sent
A lot of
special
times,
request.
if you have a constituent like that, then give them my phone number and have them call me, because 90% of the time I can change their thinking. And go visit with them. I'll go see them, talk to them, so.
Appreciate it.
You bet, no problem. Thank you, sir. Well, that's a little too simple. Thank you very much for that.
Don't let him overload you, Melissa.
I tried to get her to do this and let me sit. but-
She's got that good old South Pennscott education, so she's ready to go.
Clarification approved, Diane, you want to?
I'll take that. We've been talking about codifying our ordinances again. We last did it over 20 years ago when Vernon was still in court. And it's the same company. There's General Code now. It used to be sold publication. Sold publication now, Division of General Code. They do an excellent job. They have an online service that's really user-friendly. Bottom line is their proposal to recodify all of our ordinances, which includes updates, is $13,000. The budget is $9,000 for this year. The whole process would take about 18 months, so you should pay part of it on this year's budget. And all the payments not due till it's finished. There'll be step payments, but all the payments aren't due till it's finished. So you got enough money budgeted this year to get this year's payment and then a little bit more next year. I've talked to the salesman, and I think we can probably get it for less than $13,000. I've got to ask for some concessions from them, but he told me what concessions to ask for. I've worked with Mike Perry is the guy that did it, and Mike was the one that codified the ordinances last time we did it, so I've worked with him for many, many years. And so I think we can get it for less than the 13, but we just need to approve, at least for this year's budget, at least up to the 9. And I would think the thing to do is approve up to $13,000 for the codification.
A motion to that effect?
Motion.
Was that,
It's coming out of the administration.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
9,000 is already
budgeted.
budgeted.
It's in
Okay.
my budget.
so what you want is you want to make two motions, or you want a motion to modify the budget to 13,000?
No, I don't think we need to modify the budget for 13, because we're not gonna be paying 13 this year,
Okay.
in this year's budget. So I'd say to approve, up to $9,000 on this year's budget, and, a total of 13 to pay, with the balance to come out of next year's budget.
Did you make, someone made a motion, I thought, Mr.
I'll
Bill
make
made
I'll
it
make the
first.
motion. I'll make the first.
Well, okay. I have Bill down and Nick.
Okay, that'll work.
Let's give it a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And approved. Mr. Allen, you want to talk about your sound system?
Okay, I had the information on the sound system in the packet last month, or last meeting, but I didn't bring it up since we were gonna have to talk about it again. I think most of you all are aware that when we have comments from the council meetings being taped on TV, the people say they can't hear. And this company out of Union